Today I want to talk to you about a thing called the big day. This is going out to all those couples that will be giving birth for the first time. I know there's a lot of checklists that you have to go over in order to make sure you have everything intact. But truth be told, no matter how much you prep, no matter how much you practice, you're always going to miss one item. So with that being said, let's cover the following. So, when it's game time, okay, we call it the big day. Obviously, you know it takes two people to make a third human being. And with that being said, here's what you need to do. Number one, relax. One thing I've always said from the get-go is make sure that you enjoy the process. So when you find out that you're going to become a parent, what you need to do is enjoy the process. I can't speak for the female because obviously I'm not one, but as for the male, here's what you need to do. One, you do not turn around and make things easy, such as, oh, don't do that, babe, I got you. If in a relationship is 50-50, don't turn around and shift anything in that relationship for it to be 75, 85, 90, or let's say 95 and 5%. You can't do that. Don't shift anything. Everything still remains 50-50. Example. Just because you're pregnant does not mean that you no longer have to tend to the household. Just because you're pregnant no longer means that you're no longer going to tend to your man to make sure that he has everything he needs in order to get his daily things done. So if you get up in the morning to prep him some lunch so he can go to work, still continue to prep that lunch even until the very last day. It takes 40 days for a female to give birth to a child, so you continue to keep doing what you were doing when you weren't pregnant. Now, obviously, you're not gonna have her lift weights occasionally, you know, like, oh, well, I need to move the washer, let me lift it. I need to move the refrigerator, let me push it from one side of the room to the other, you know, none of that stuff. But ultimately, it's the little things that matter, you know. Your duties are to be there for your partner, so that's what you're going to continue to do. So whether it be male or female, you do not shift responsibilities to throw off the counterbalance, all right? You need to keep that balance scale balanced. Doesn't shift too much to the right or too much to the left. It's balanced. Okay. Go ahead and attend those classes that teach you about how to breathe during the labor process. But ultimately, I believe the best way for you to have a nice experience, because truth be told, from countless stories that we've heard, it is a very, very painful situation. It can vary from pain levels from 5 being in the middle to a straight up 10 plus, meaning you're ready to throw in the towel. But you don't focus on that. What you do is you just focus on the process. So you take those classes, ask questions, especially if you're a new parent coming into this stage in life of giving birth to a child, and fathers are there to support. So game day, again, fathers are the ones who are going to be supporting, and we just have to sit there, keep that face, that game face on, and at the same time, you have to have a poker face, regardless of what you hear. You understand that, gentlemen? No matter what you hear in that room, you keep a poker face. You do not show emotion whatsoever. You hold it until that moment that you meet your little one for the first time. Then let the emotions ride. Who gives a to whatever when it comes to anybody else in that room, okay? Because that, my friend, is going to be your second/first intimate divine moment with life. Trust me when I say that. Do not blink. Do not blink. Focus, pay attention, and that should bring you closer to your partner. Now, women, I'm talking to you. When you are in the moment, you do not turn around and start thinking of the could-have, should-haves, would-haves. You do not start thinking about comparisons. You focus on your support team, which is your spouse, and you begin to show affection to one another, such as, hey, look at what we did. You know, you passed the ball, no pun intended. I got you. Look at what I'm doing. We're going to do this together. We got this. And when the moment comes of arrival and that little one is in your arms, you both embrace life and be good about it, okay? You turn around and you enjoy it. You don't start with, what if we don't make it? You don't start with, what if we fail as parents? You don't start with negative thought. What you need to focus is on the moment. You turn around and you say, man, look at what we did. Can you believe it? Now we really got to pull the stops on everything. This is the moment where you no longer have, that thought of, oh, well, I can't do it. I can't move forward. We'll do it tomorrow. You know what? The moment that child takes the first breath and you hear that cry, procrastination just left the building. Procrastination should not exist in your life, because from that day forth, you no longer live for you and your spouse. Now you live for that little one. And you're going to give that little one so much love. It's incredible. But remember the pillars, though. Okay? Every morning you check on yourself, make sure you're good. Then you check on your partner, make sure they are good. Now you can check on your child and carry on with your day. Then as the day goes on, you can check on your parents to make sure they're okay. And when I mean check up, I mean give them a call. Hey, how you doing? How's the weather? All right. Anyway, I just wanted to check up on you, make sure you're doing good. You don't need anything? All right, copy that. And then that's it. You could let go, hang up. Then you can check on your siblings. Hey, how you doing? How is school? How is life? Okay, cool. Need anything? No? All right. Have a good day. That's it. Then you can check on your best friend, your once in a while friends, and then everybody else, whoever you want to put in whatever category. That's it. But ultimately, we're focusing on the day, the big day. And then what you do is just, okay, today we're going in, and think of it as a game. All right? As you're driving to your appointment, you turn around and breathe it in, breathe it out. We're about to do this. We've never been on this path before. We're about to figure out what it's like. Okay, we got this. It's in the books. Show up to the building, fill out information. You get escorted to your own personal room. Machines get propped up, set up to you. Your heart rate needs to maintain level. You cannot start to panic. You just relax, enjoy the process. That's all you got to do. And while you're there, and you get in your gown, and you lay down in bed, I think the portion where you lay down in bed, that's the hard part. Because obviously you could only move two directions, either right or left. Because if you try to lay down with your belly facing up, it sends, like, I guess from what I've heard, a lot of discomfort. So it's either you're on one side or the other. That's it, right or left. Anyway, so for the males, Hospitals are designed to make it so uncomfortable for the support team, it's not even funny no more. So what did I learn being in the hospital when my wife was going to give birth to our children? I learned proper sitting posture. And yeah, you get a little bit of back aches because you sit on that uncomfortable couch. You can pace right to left, left to right. But you know what you guys got going for yourselves? If they allow you, you got a phone in your hand. Put in some earphones and pop up Netflix and watch your favorite flick until it's game time. Then when it's okay, it's done, we're about to have a child, that's when everything kicks off. And again, you don't sit there in the could've, should've, would've, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. No, you sit there and you enjoy the process. Put your headphones away. If they allow you to record, you can record, you should record, but ultimately, you need to be in the moment. I would say put that phone down and then just be in that moment, because that right there is divine intimacy. I'm telling you, key words here, man, pay attention. Hold your partner's hand. Give them support. Tell them where you're going. Tell them how special they are. And tell them how we can do this. And now when the contractions begin, you turn around and you just go through the motion. The key point here is not to allow the mind to wander off into negative thought. You need, as the male, you need to, soon-to-be father needs to pay attention to detail, to all the sights and sounds, the smells. Yes, believe it or not. Pay attention to detail. Who comes in, who goes out. When they turn on that machine to warm up the spot where the child's gonna lay, your heart starts to race, because this is it. This is the moment you're about to find out what fatherhood is like, and you're about to give your life to that younger version of yourself. For the females, you need to make sure that you don't allow that negative thought to come into your mind. You focus on the moment, relax, keep your heart rate level, go through the motion, remember that pain, pay attention to details, and when you look at that baby for the first time, you gotta tell yourselves, mom and dad, don't stop, don't quit, keep moving forward.